There's matter in these sighs, these profound heaves. You must translate to make you understand. Where is your son?
Oh, my good lord. What have I seen tonight?
What, Gertrude? How does Hamlet?
Mad as the sea and wind when each contends which is the mightier. Hearing something behind the arras, he whips his rapier out and cries, "A rat! A rat!" And in his brainish apprehension kills the unseen good old man.
Heavy! It would have been the same with us had we been there. His liberty is full of threats to all. To you yourself, to us, to everyone. Alas, how shall this blood be us? Shall fall to us, whose providence should have kept short and restrained and out of fault this mad young man. So much was our love that we would not understand what was fit, like the owner of foul disease, to keep from divulging that is feed even on pith of life. Where is he now?
To draw apart the body he hath killed, where in his very madness, like some ore among a mineral and metal's base, shows itself pure. He weeps for what is done.
Oh, Gertrude, come away. The sun no sooner hath the mountains touched than we will ship him hence. And this vile deed we must answer with all our majesty and skill, and both countenance and excuse. Oh, the other servant. Friend both, join us with some further aid. Hamlet in madness hath Polonius slain. From his closet he hath dragged the body. Go seek him out. Speak fair, and take the body into the chapel. I pray you haste this. Come, Gertrude. We'll call upon our wisest friends of what we will, and what is the most untimely done. Oh, come away. My soul is full of discord and dismay.
Do not believe it. Believe what? That I can keep your counsel, but not mine own. Besides, to be demanded of a sponge, what replication is to be made by the son of the king?
Taking me for a sponge, my lord?
Aye. That soaks up the king's countenance, his rewards, his authority. But such officers do the king best service in the end. Keeps them like an ape, an apple in the corner of his jaw, first mouthed to be the last swallowed. When he needs what you have gleaned, it is by squeezing you and spite. Shall we dry again?
I understand you not, my
I am glad, and maybe speaks in a foolish ear.
My lord, you must show us where the dead body is, and go with us to the king.
The body is with the king, but the king is not with the body. The king is a thing,
My lord,
of nothing. Hide, pots, and all after.
I have sent to seek him, to find the body. How dangerous it is that this man goes loose. It must not put strong law on him. He's loved of the distracted multitude, who, nor in their judgment, but in their eyes, the scourge offender is waved, but never the offence. Thus, this sending him away must not seem deliberate cause. Diseases desperate grown by desperate appliance are relieved, or not at all. How now? Put that before them.
Where the dead dead body is bestowed, my lord. We cannot get it from him.
But where is he?
Without, my lord. Guard it, to know your pleasure.
Bring him before us then.
Guildenstern, bring in my lord.
How now, Hamlet? Where's Polonius?
At supper. At supper? Where? Not where he eats, but where he is eaten. Certainly the complication of politic worms now even happening. Your worm is your only emperor for diet. We fat all creatures else that fat us, and we fat ourselves for maggots. Your fat king and your lean beggar are very good service. 2 dishes, 1 table.
What dost thou mean? Where is Polonius?
In heaven? Send thither to see. If your messengers find him not there, seek him in the other place yourself. But if you find him not within a month, you shall nose him. As you go downstairs into the lobby,
Go, seek him there.
he will wait till you come.
Hamlet, this deed of thine, oh mine, is special, saintly, and what we dearly grieve what thou hast done. We must send thee hence with all fiery quickness. Therefore, the associates attend, the bark is ready, and all is bent towards England.
England.
Ireland.
Good.
So it is, thou dearest our purposes.
I see it clearer who sees them. But come to England. Goodbye, dear mother.
Thy loving father, Hamlet.
My mother, man and wife, is one flesh. And mother and father is man and wife. And so, my mother. Come, for England.
Follow him at foot, I'll have him hence tonight. And care ye haste this. And England, if my love thou didst hold at aught, and my great power whereof should give thee sense, and since thy cicatrice looks raw and red after the Danish sword, thou mayst not coldly set our sovereign process, which imports at full the present death of Hamlet. Do it, England. For like the hectic in my blood he rages, thou must cure me. Till I know 'tis done, however mayhaps my joys were never begun.
What would she have? She speaks fresh up her father, says she has stricken the walls and hands and beats her heart, spends undue scarce rules, sees things in doubt that carry the whole sense. Her speech is nothing, yet there are changes of it Goff with the village collection. They aim at it and budge the ones that fall to their own thought, which has a wings and nods and twisted heel and indeed wound when you make one thing in mind before. For nothing sure, yet much unhappily. 'Twere good she was spoken with, for she may strew dangerous conjectures in ill-breathing minds. Where is the beauteous majesty then? How now, Ophelia? How should I not true love know from another one, by his cockle hat and staff, and his sandal shoe? Alas, sweet lady, what's the song? Say they may pray you, mum. He is dead and gone, lady. He is dead and gone. At the hand of wrath return, at his heels a stone. Hey, but Ophelia, say you, ma, white his shroud and lantern snow. That it with alas, my lord, look here. Swept to the grave did not go, with true love showers.
How do you, pretty lady?
Well, what ails you? They say the owl was a baker's daughter. Well, we know what the owl and what the bee may be. Coffee at your table.
Please sit among the fire.
And pray, let's have no words of this. say you this. Tomorrow is St. Valentine's Day, or in the morning time.
How long has she been those?
Lying late at your window to see your Valentine. Up he rose and donned his clothes, and to the chamber door. Let in a maid without a maid, never to part alone. Let all be well. We must be patient. But I cannot choose to weep and think they should lay him in the cold ground. My brother shall know it. Oh, and I thank you for your good counsel. Come, my coach, come. Oh, good night, ladies. Good night, sweet, sweet ladies. Good night, good night.
Or follow her close, give a good watch, I pray you. Oh, this is the poison of deep grief. It stems all from her father's death.
Alack, what noise is this?
Where is the king? Sirs, stand you all without. Oh, thou vile king, give me my father!
Calm me, quickly, ladies!
That duck of bloodless calm, dangling bastard! Christ, come not to my mother! Runs the harlot even here to the chase, unsmirched brow of my true mother!
What is the cause, Laertes, that thy rebellion looks so giant-like? Let him go, good. Do not fear our person. There is such divinity hath doth hedge a king, Jesus would keep what it would, ask little of his will. Let him go. Gertrude, speak, madam.
Where is my father?
Dead.
But not by him!
Let him demand his fill.
How came he thus? I'll not be juggled with. To hell, legions! Bound to the blackest devil, conscience and grace to the profoundest pit. I dare damnation. To this point stand, that both the world and guilty negligence. Let come what comes, I will be revenged most thoroughly for my father's murder.
Who shall stay you?
My will, not all the world. And for my means I'll husband them so well they should go far with little.
Good Laertes, if thou wishest to know the certainty of thy dear's father's death, is it written in your revenge sweepstake you would draw both friend and foe, winner and loser?
None but his enemies.
Why, now a good child and a true gentleman thou speaks, that I am guiltless of his father's death and am insensibly in grief for it. And I hope that judgment pierce as this day does to your eye.
How now? What rose is that? Each wipe my brains. A rose and maid. Dear maid. And sister. Sweet Ophelia. Oh, heavens. Is it possible that young maid's wit should be as mortal as an old man's life? Nature is fine in power. Let us find it sent some precious instance of itself out of the thing it loves.
They bore him their face on the bier. Hey, nonny, nonny, nonny. And on his way, great many a tear. Are you well, my dove?
Hadst thou my wits to persuade revenge, it could not move me thus.
You must sing a down, and you call him a downer. Oh, how the wind becomes him. 'Tis the false shoe that stole his master's daughter.
There's nothing more than matter.
Here's Rosemary. That's the remembrance. Pray, Lord, remember. There's pansies. That's my thoughts.
A document in madness. Thought to remember is fit.
Is that unto you? And Columbine, this brew for you, and here's some for me. You may call it a herb of grace for Sundays. You must wear your rue with a difference. Here's a daisy. I would give you some violets, but they withered all when my father died. Oh, Lordy, sweet Robin, is all my joy. Cause an affliction, passion, hell itself, she turns to favor and to prettiness. And of all Christian souls, I pray God,
See this? Oh God!
Yes, I must commune with your grief, which nigh you right. Go as part, make whom of wisest friends you will, and they shall judge betwixt you and me.
Let this be said.
I pray go with you.
There's a letter for you, sir. It comes from the ambassador that was sent to England. If your name be Horatio, as I am led to know it is.
Horatio, when thou shalt have overlooked this, give this fellow some means to the king. He has letters for him. Here we were, 2 days old at sea, when a pirate, a very warlike disposition, gave us chase. Finding ourselves too slow of sail, we put on a compelled valour, and in the grapple I boarded them. Upon the instant they broke clear of our ship, so I alone became their prisoner. They have dealt with me like thieves at mercy, but they knew what they did, and I am to do a good turn for them. Let the king have these letters, and repair thou to me with as much haste as if thou wouldst fly death. I have words to speak in thine ear that will make thee done. Yet are they much too light for the bore of the matter. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern hold their course for England. Of them I have much to tell thee. Farewell, he that thou knowest thine, Hamlet. Come, I will give you way for these your letters, and do it speedily that you may direct me to him from whom you brought them.
Now in your conscience my acquitted sin, you must take me in your heart for friend, or sit you at home, and with a knowing ear, that he which hath your noble father slain pursued my life.
It well be it. But tell me, why you proceed not against these feats so criminal, so capital in nature, as by your wisdom, safety, all things else, you mainly were stirred up.
Oh, for two special reasons, which to you may seem much unseen, but to me they are strong. Why, his queen's mother lives almost by his looks, and for myself, be it my virtue or my plague, be it either which, she is so conjunctive to my soul, I could not but by her. And my second motive, why, to a public account I may not go. 'Tis the great love that general gender bear, and who, dipping his faults in their affections, turn like a spring that turneth wood to stone, would convert his guilt to graces, so that my hours, too slightly timbered against a stronger wind, revert to my poet.
And so have I, a noble father lost! A sister! Driven into desperate terms! Whose worth it, priest may go back against, and challenger unmanned of all the age for her perfections. For my revenge will come.
Break not thy sleeps for that. You must not think we are made of stuff so flat and dull that we let our beard be shook by danger getting faster. Shortly shall hear more. I love your father, as we love ourselves, and I hope this will teach you to imagine. How now? What news?
Letters, my lord, from Hamlet. This to your majesty and this to the queen.
From Hamlet, who gave you these?
Pirates, my lord, they say. I saw them not. They were given me by Cordio.
Laertes, you shall hear them. We must. High and mighty, you should know that I am set naked on your kingdom, and that, begging your leave by your kingly eyes, tomorrow I shall recount to you the occasion of my sudden or strange return. Hamlet, What does this mean? Will all the rest come back? Or is it abuse and no such thing?
Show you the hand?
It is Hamlet's character, naked, and the postscript here says alone. Can you advise me?
I'm lost in it, my lord. Let it come. It warms very sickness in my heart, and I shall love him and tell him to his teeth. Thus diest thou.
If it be so, Laertes, how else would it be, how otherwise? Wouldst thou be ruled by me?
If so, you'll not overrule me to a
Not
peace.
if I know this. But now that he hath returned, and means no more to undertake his voyage, I will work him to an exploit, now right in my advice, under which he shall not choose to fall. And his death, no wind of breath of flame shall breathe. Even his mother should discharge the practice and call it accident. Laertes, is thy father dear to you, or you like the painting of a sorrow, a face without a heart?
Why ask you this?
Not that I think that you did not love your father, but I know that love has begun by time, and that I have seen in passages of proof, time qualifies the flame and spark. There lives within the very flame of love a kind of wick and snuff that will abate it. And like a goodness still, for goodness growing to a pluralism, dies in its own too much. What we would, we should do when we would, for this would changes, and hath as many as abatements and delays as there are hands, are tongues, are accidents. What wouldst thou undertake to show thyself thy father's son, indeed more than in words?
Cut his throat in a church.
No place indeed should murder sanctuaries. Revenge should have no bound. Declare it. Dost thou do this?
I will do it. For that purpose, I'll anoint my sword. I want an unction of mountebank, so mortal that would dip a knife in it, where it draws blood. No cataclysm so rare, collected from all samples that have virtue under the moon, can save the faith from death, which is scrapped with all. I'll touch my cloak for contagion, and if I call him slightly, it shall be his death.
Let's further think on this, weighing what convenience both time and means would suit us to our purpose. This should fail, and through a drift look through our bad performance to a better not less. Therefore, this project should have a back or second, and that tonight shall grasp and prove. So, let me see. How now, sweet queen?
One word to tread upon another's heels, so fast they follow. Your sister's drowned, Laertes.
How? Where?
There is a willow, grows aslants a brook, that shows its hoar leaves in the glassy stream. There, with fantastic garlands did she come, of crowflowers, nettles, daisies, and long purples, that liberal shepherds do give gross a name, but cold maids do dead men's fingers call. There, on pendant boughs, her coronet weeds, clambering to hang, an envious slither broke, when down herself and her weedy trophies fell in weeping brook. Her clothes spread out, and murmuring like a while they bore her up, while she chanted snatches of old tunes, as a creature incapable of her own distress, or like something native and endued unto that element. But long it could not be, till that her garments, heavy with their drink, pulled her down from her baloney sleigh to muddy death.
Too much of water hast thou, poor Ophelia, and therefore I forbid my tears. Yet it is untrue. Nature had a custom holds. When these are out, the woman will be gone. I have a speech of fire, the favourite place, but this boy doubts it. It's you, my lord.
Let's follow, Gertrude. How much I have to do to calm his rage. Now fear I shall start again. Therefore, let's follow.
So much for this, sir. And under the other, do you remember the circumstance?
Remember it, my lord.
Sir, in my heart there was a kind of fighting that would not let me sleep. Methinks I lay worse than the mutings in the buildup. Rashly and praised be rashly spoiled. Let us know that our indiscretion serve us well when our dear plots do poor, and that should tell us there's a divinity that shapes our ends, rough hew them how we will.
That is most certain.
Upon my cabin, my seed scarf about me, groped I to find them out. Had my desires fingered their packet, I withdrew to my own room again, making so bold my fears forgetting manners, unsealed their grand commission, where I found Horatio. Oh, royal knavery, an exact command, larded about with many sorts of reason, importing Denmark's health and England's too, with hosts such bugs and goblins in my life. That without debate, no, not to stay the grinding of an axe, my head struck off.
Is it possible?
Here's the commission. Read it at more leisure. But will thou knowest how I did proceed? I beseech you. Thus being bennetted round with villains, ere I could make a prologue to my brain, they had begun the play. They sat me down, devised a new commission, wrote it fair. Will thou know the effect of what I wrote?
Aye, good my lord.
An earnest conjuration from the king, as England was his faithful tributary, as love between them like the palm should flourish, and stand common between their amities and many such as is a great charm. That, upon the know and read of these contents, without debating further more or less, that the bearers be put to sudden death.
How was this sealed?
Why, even in that was heaven ordered. I have my father's signet ring in my purse, which was modelled on that exact Danish seal. Folded up the written one with the other, subscribed it, placed it safely in the changeling, never known. And the next day was my sea fight, and what was sequent to this, thou knowest already.
So Guildenstern and Rosencrantz go to it.
Why, man, they did make love to this employment. They are not near my conscience.
What a king is this?
He hath killed my king and whored my mother, popped between the action and my hopes, thrown out his angle for my proper life, and with such cousinage. Is it not perfect conscience to quit him with this arm? Is it not to be damned to let this canker come into further evil? I am very sorry, good Horatio, to lay out as I forgot myself. For in the image of my cause I see the portraiture of his. I'll count his favours. But let me tell you, the bravery of his grief did put me in a towering passion. Peace. Who comes here?
Is she to be buried in Christian burial that willfully seeks her own salvation? I tell thee she is, and therefore dig her grave straight, and crown her of sounder, and finds it Christian burial. How can that be? Unless she drowned herself in her own defense. It must be so offending. It cannot be else. Here lies the point. To drown myself wittingly, I'll use an act. An act have three branches. To act, to do, and to perform. Our gal, she drowned herself wittingly. Nay, but hear me, good man Dover! Give me leave. Right, here lays the water. Here stands the man. If the man goes to the water and drowns himself, it is willy-nilly he goes. If the water goes to the man and drowns the man, he drowns himself not. Therefore, he is not guilty of his own death, shortens not his own life. But is this law? Why? Mary is it, though? Cranmer Smith's law. Well, hear me, good Mandela. If she had not been no gentlefolk, she would have been buried out of Christian burial. There. Thou sayest. And more to be, the great folk should have countenance in this world to drown and hang themselves more than their event Christian. Oh. My spade. There are no ancient gentlefolk in this world, but gardeners, ditchers, and gravediggers. We all love Adam's profession. And you, when I did...
Has this fellow the feeling of his business that he sings at graving? Custom hath made in him a property of easiness. 'Tis even so. The hand of little employment hath daintier sense. Why, that skull had tongue in it once, and could sing. Look how the native jowls into the ground as if were Cain's jawbone that did the first murder.
In age, with his steel and step, have caught me in his clutch, and shipped me off and tilled the land, as if I had never been so much.
There's another. Might that not have been the skull of a courtier who might have said, "Good morrow, sweet lord, how dost thou, good lord?" That might be my lord such a one that praised my lord such a one's horse when he might obey it, might it not? It might, my lord.
And a pickaxe and a spade. A spade! And for a shrouding sheet. Against a clay for to be made, for such an end is meet.
There's another. I will speak to this fellow. Whose grave is this, sir?
Mine?
I think it be thine indeed, for thou liest in it.
Well, thou liest thou in it, sir. Therefore it's not yours. What's worth, why liest thou in it? It is mine.
Thou do lie in it. To be in it and say 'tis thine. 'Tis for the dead, not for the quick. Therefore thou liest.
'Tis a quick lie, sir. 'Twill again from me to you.
How absolute the name is. Who do you dig this for? What man?
No man, sir.
And what woman then?
No woman either.
Who is to be buried in it?
That was a woman, sir. But God bless her, she's dead.
We must speak by the card for equivocation will undo it. How long has thou been a grave digger?
Oh, I came to it the same year that old King Hamlet, the famed fought in brass.
How long is that since?
Do you not know that? Any fella can tell you that it was the same year that young Hamlet was born. The one that was mad and sent to England.
I married. Why was he sent to England?
Because he was mad.
Why?
Not even for losing his wits.
Upon what ground?
Here in Denmark. Oh. Here's his skull now. Who should think this is?
Nay, no.
Go on, I know not. A manson old fellow it was. You're it, the king's jester.
Here's...
Here now.
let me see.
And that?
Oh, you're it.
I knew him, Horatio.
A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He had borne me on his back 1,000 times. Now abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Here, on those lips I have kissed I know not how often.
Where be your jibes now? Your songs, your gambols, your flashes of merriment that put the table on a roar. No one now to mock your own grinning? Quite top fallen.
Get you to the thick. Where fortune goes. Make a laugh at that. Horatio, brilliant. Tell me one more thing.
What's that, my lord?
Does that think Alexander lived this way in the air?
Even so, my lord.
It smelt so.
Even so.
That is the king, the queen, the courtiers, who's that they follow? In such maimed rights. The body they followed, with desperate hand, for do its own life, and 'twas of some mistake, count me a while and mark.
What's ceremony else? What's ceremony else?
Well, her obsequies being as far and large to be up warrant, her death was now. Even by great command which sways the order. She should be in ground and sanctified. Her voice will last stronger. For charged with prayers, charged thanks, and was laid upon her. Here she is allowed her virgin rites. Make instruments and bring it home. Bell and burial.
Lay in the earth, and from her fair and unbooted flesh may violence spring. I tell thee, churlish priest, a ministering angel shall my sister be, when thou liest howling.
What? The fair Ophelia?
Sweet, sweet. I hoped thou would have been my Hamlet's wife. I thought thy bride bed to have decked, not to strewn thy grave.
Oh, treble woe. Full 10 times treble on that cursed head, whose wicked deed thy most ingenious sense deprived thee of. Hold off the earth a while, till I have caught him mine unfold more.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? Whose cause of passion conjures up the stars and makes them stand like wonder wounded hero? It is I, Hamlet the Dane. Do not take my fly! Prithee, take thy fingers from my throat. Although I am not splendid and rapt, I have in me something dangerous, which thy wiseness and fear away thy hand. Cut them asunder!
My lord, be quiet.
For I will fight with him upon this theme until my eyes will no longer wag.
Oh my God, what theme?
I love Ophelia. 40,000 brothers could not, with all their quantity of love, make up my sum. What wilt thou do for her?
Oh, he is mad, Laertes.
For the love of God, forbear him.
Tell me what thou wilt do. Would weep, would fight, would fast, would tear thyself, would drink our poison, eat the crocodile. I'll do. Dost thou come to moan, to outface me by stumbling in her grave? Will then be buried with her, and so will I. And let the prate of mountains let us pour millions of acres of dirt upon her,
till the ground sinking, the burning ground make Ahsam like a wart. Nay, and thou mouth, I'll rant as well as thou.
This is mere madness. Thus a wild fit shall work on him. Anon, as patient as the female dove, when her golden couples shall disclose, his silence will sit drooping.
Hear you, sir. I love you, lad. 'Tis no matter. Hercules himself may do what he may. The cat will mew, and the dog will have his day.
I pray you, good Horatio, wait upon him. Strengthen your patience in our last night's speech. We'll put the matter to the present push. This grave shall have a living monument, and thus, in a short hour, we shall quietly see our patience are perceived to be.
Sweet my lord, if your friendship were at leisure, I should impart a thing to you from his majesty.
I will receive it with all diligence of spirit.
My lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he hath laid a great wager on your head. Sir, you are not ignorant of what excellent Laertes is as his weapon.
And what is his weapon?
Rapier and dagger.
Those are two of his weapons.
Well, the king, sir, hath waged with him 6 Barbary horses, against the which he has imponed, as I take it, 6 French rapiers and poniards, with their assigns, girdles, hangers also.
6 Barbary horses against 6 French swords. That's the French bet against the Danish. Why is this imponed, as you say?
The king, sir, hath laid, sir, that between 12 bouts between you and him, he shall not surpass you 3 hits. He hath laid on 12 for 9, and it would come to immediate trial if you were to vouchsafe the answer.
How if I answer no?
I mean, my lord, the opposition of your person in trial.
I will walk out in the hall. If it please the king, it is the time of day with me. I will win for him if I can. If not, I'll gain nothing from my shame. And your hits?
Shall I redeliver it even so?
Of course it is a bet. What after flourishing nature will?
I commend my duty to your lordship.
Will lose the wage, my lord.
I do not think so. Ever since you went to France, I've been in continual practice. I will win at the odds.
Nay, good my lord.
Tis but foolery. Or such a thing as might trouble a woman.
If your mind is like anything, obey it. I will forestall their repair hither and say you are not fit.
Not a whit. There is a certain providence in the fall of a sparrow. If it be now, it will be not to come. If it be not to come, it will be now. If it be not now, it will come. But since no man knows aught of what he leaves, what is it to leave betimes? Let be.
Go, Hamlet, go. Take this hand from me.
Sir, I beg your pardon. But pardon it, as you are a gentleman. As this presence knows, but you must have heard, I am punished with sore distraction. This madness is poor Hamlet's enemy. But let my proclaiming in front of this audience from a disposed evil, you might forgive me in your conscience, that I have shot my arrow over the house and hurt my brother.
I am satisfied in nature, whose motive in this case was to be most revenge. I do receive your offer of love-like love, and will not wrong it.
I embrace it gladly, and with this brother's wager, let us wait. Come, give us the foils.
Come, give us the foils. Cousin Hamlet, you know the wager.
Very well. I fear your grace have laid the odds on the weaker side.
We do not doubt it, but since he is bettered, we have therefore odds. Come, 7 suits of wine upon the table. If Hamlet should hit in the first or second, or quit in answer of the third exchange, the king shall drink to his better breath. And the cup and you shall richer than 4 kings of Denmark that have won the crown. Come, begin. Send me the cups. And the judges, their wary eye.
Come, sir.
Come, my lord.
One. No. Judgment. That's it.
A palatable. Very well, again.
Stay. Give me the cup. Hamlet, this pearl is thine. Here's to thy hand.
Leave the cup aside. I'll play this part first. Another hit! What say you?
A touch, I do confess.
Our son shall win.
He's fat and scanty breath. Here, Hamlet, take my napkin. The brow.
Good, madam.
Gertrude, do not drink.
I will, my lord. Pray forgive me.
I dare not drink it, madam.
Come, where my brother?
I'll hit him now, my lord. I do not think it.
Come! For the third day at least. I pray you pass with your best violence. I am afraid you may go wanton of me.
Say, sir.
Nothing neither way.
Look to the queen! How does the queen? She swoons to see you bleed.
No. Drink. Drink. Oh, my dear Hamlet. Drink. Being poisoned.
Oh, villainy! Oh, Madelaine! What the man thinks? How is Laertes? Why, as I would come to my own spring. I have justly killed my own treachery. Hamlet, thou art slain. In no medicine in the world can do thee good. In thee there is not half an hour of life left. There lie the treacherous instruments, unbaited and independent. The foul practice hath turned itself on me. Well, here I lie, never to rise again. And thy mother's poison I can the king's to blame.
The point envenomed too, then poison. Do thy work! Defend me! Friends! I am before! Is there union here? Follow my mother!
He is justly served. It is a poison taken by himself. Exchange forgiveness with me, noble Hamlet. My father's death will not upon thee. No, thine with thee.
Heaven make free of it.
I'll follow thee. Oh, I'm dead, Horatio. Wretched queen, but you that look pale and tremble at this chance, there are but mute an audience to this act. Had I but time, that this foul sergeant Death is quick in his arrest, I'll tell thee. Oh, Horatio, I am slain. Thou livest. Report to me and my cause a right to be unsatisfied.
They'd never believe it.
There's yet some liquor left. Horatio, is thou a man? Give me the cup. I'll take it. Oh, Horatio, what a wounded name. If thou ever didst hold me in thy heart, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw thy breath in pain to tell my story. Oh, I die. The potent poison doth quite overcrow my spirit.
Now cracks the noble heart. Night, sweet prince. Let flights of angels sing thee to thy rest.
The rest is silent.